little background on myself and boutique hotels and what they are. We did our first one in Tulsa in 1999, the Amabassador Hotel, and it was very successful. And then we did one in Oklahoma City, and we did one in Fort Worth. We renovated the Ashland Hotel, and we did the Coury in Oklahoma City. Of those we've subsequently sold to oil entities, and now we have the two in LA. A lot of people want to know what a boutique hotel is, and so I kind of have my definition of it, and obviously it works in my favor against the chains, but basically a boutique hotel is somewhere between 30 to 125, 150 rooms, and it's typically an independent flag. It's not operated by a chain. And so, in our particular case, what that allows us to do is direct our design standards to the market and to the building. And I like to do the historical buildings for a lot of reasons, but they have a great character to them. And so, when we go in, we work our design around the building itself and the market, etc. So, Kansas City will not be the same as any other hotel. And we actually custom design our own furniture. We do that at the company level. We work in conjunction with the architects. We design it, we have it made. We do that with our carpet, we do that with our light fixtures. So our product is totally unique and I would like to think very tastefully done. We'll have very high service standards, and we'll try to provide a niche that does not, in my opinion, exist in Kansas City. And I've always found Kansas City, I've been coming here for 25 years doing business, and I've always been surprised that there wasn't a product like this here. I think the Raphael's done a really good job in their most recent renovation, and I would say that's probably the closest thing to what I would call comparable to the product we're doing. But when we do ours, we actually go in, and I'm going to show you some slides. I just want to go through a little bit of the summary before I do this, but we actually go in and gut the buildings down to the structural concrete, preserving the historical components that are required by the state and federal entities that review these, and what we would do anyway. Typically that involves the lobby, the facade, and sometimes any other space in the building that may have a particular characteristic that's noteworthy in preserving. So in this case, the building was gutted down to the structural concrete. It was actually pretty much in that state when we bought it. And it's been a long project in the making. I started working on this with Jason in 2008. And so here we are almost 4 years later, and we're planning to open hopefully the week of the baseball. So we picked Kansas City for a lot of reasons, mainly the dynamics of the Power and Light District. And I know there's been a lot of controversy about the Power and Light District. Was it a thing to do, was it not? But I'm a big advocate of urban infill and regentrification. And I think that Kansas City did a textbook example of taking an area, making the investment, and absolutely turning it around. Now, will the results be immediate? No. Will the dollars flow immediately? No. And they were coupled with the biggest economic downturn since the Depression to deal with. And I would think we would all agree now that the economy, both here and in the United States, is coming out of that. And so I really foresee good things for the Power and Light District. And I think we're probably the first project outside of that to come online of any significance since that opened. So we're really excited about that. We're trying to hit a different market with this product, and we're going after the upper scale market. We're a 4-star. Our goal is to be a 4-star hotel, and we will strive to hit that market segment with the business travelers and the social market. The project will have 43 rooms, and it'll have a restaurant and bar that's inspired from a hotel I saw in LA called the SLS. And the SLS did a urban living room as their restaurant and bar. So when you walk in this building, if any of you know this building, and we'll look at it on the drawings and get a little more detail, but it's kind of a shotgun effect. And so when you walk in, your restaurant and bar is in the lobby, and the furnishings that are there aren't your typical restaurant bar scene. They're more upholstered pieces and wood furniture, and the portions will be more, they call it small portioned, or tapas, or nosh, I think is another term, isn't it? I couldn't spell it, nosh. And we'll specialize in high-end wines by the glass. We bought some special systems that preserve the red wines, and so if you look at the entry down there, where I talked about the rotunda, you see where it says historical entry, and then you transition into the lobby, and you have your guest service check-in, and a little seating area by that. But then it transitions back ultimately to the bar area, and you have what is lounge area, which has seatings and benches and chairs, and you can sit in those individual pockets, and we'll serve you food and drinks there. And then as you transition back to the bar, you have the high bar tables and in the bar area, but then off to the sides, you have what are effectively pieces of furniture that are sofas with chairs and tables, and then banquette sitting in the very back. And we hope to have entertainment on Thursdays and Fridays, like a 1 or 2 piece deal. But I don't know if any of you have ever been to a Mastro's in California or Arizona, but they're really known for their entertainment and their bar. We hope to really find some local people that have the kind of talent where they can play contemporary pieces and some, on a smaller scale sound approach. So